Guys, right behind me is the I-20 corridor. There's actually thousands and thousands of cars that actually use this highway for commutes every single day. In Eastland, Texas, where I'm standing today, which is about an hour and a half west of Fort Worth, Texas, I have just acquired a $2.6 million RV park. Currently, it has 54 sites. We are actually going to be doing a site expansion to another 30, giving this park 84. We actually have a mixture of transient sites and long-term sites. The long-term sites are due to the workforce housing that we need around here because there is pipeline workers and there's windmill workers. So we have a mixture and combination of both. But what really makes this park unique is that we are in a park that has a 250,000 gallon pool here, and all the locals love to actually swim in the pool here. Standing right behind me here, you'll see that the lodge is 5,000 square foot. And in this video, guys, I'm actually going to be giving you guys tons of value around RV parks. So if you're an RV park investor and you're thinking about getting into the game and you want to learn how to underwrite, how to evaluate, how to learn how to do expansions that are going to make you thousands and thousands of dollars and add a lot of money to the bottom line, make sure you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the link below for further information. I'll see you guys on the other side. Let's go. All right. Now we're back in action. So we're on the way to Eastland, Texas. Going to walk our newest acquisition, $2.6 million. We secured this bad boy with creative finance, no banks. I know you guys, a lot of you guys have been hearing me talk about not using banks. It's been beautiful because remember, Miguel, we were looking at that Chattanooga deal and we had to use a bank.
Yep.
And the amount of stuff that they were requiring and the headache. So
yep.
What we're doing on this deal is we're going to do a syndication for accredited investors only. And we actually end up getting a really good debt structure. We got the property for $2.6 million. We have the seller carrying $1,084,000.
For about 20 miles, we continue straight.
And then we have a down payment of $1.2 million. And we're subject toing $316,000. Is that right?
Yep.
Awesome.
And the debt,
nice.
And the seller carries for 7 years.
For 7 years, interest only.
Interest only.
And the reason why we're doing interest only, guys, because it allows us to have a lower debt service and allows us to cash flow more. And the seller on this particular deal, he's the owner developer, and he's like, hey, Javier, I'm willing to stay in this deal. You know, if everything works out, I'm willing to keep my $1.2 million parked there. I mean, who wouldn't at $3,600 a month? You know?
Yep.
Plus, he believes in the park. You know, he created
it's
it.
His baby. It's his baby.
It's his baby.
Yeah, of course.
Exactly. So, like...
And he knows the potential, so
that's fine. Correct. It was funny because when I was chatting with him, right, and I told him, I was like, yeah, we're going to probably dump about, $1 million into this property. He's like, that was exactly what I was thinking. The question I'm going to ask him today is, if you were to take $1 million, where exactly would you put it?
Where would you go?
Number one is going to be more site expansions. So we're going to take it from what, 54 to 80?
84.
Yeah, 54 to 84, 30 more sites. Because this is a value add, guys. We're going to add more value to the property, getting more money to the NOI, the bottom line, by adding more sites, by adding rentals, tent rentals, luxury tent rentals on the 2,000 foot of frontage, of river frontage we have on this property, because it's a 24-acre parcel, and there's a side of the parcel that you'll see today, guys, that is alongside the river. And alongside the river is where I want to put those luxury tents. We're going to add 2 more months to the pool, so there's a 250,000 gallon pool there. Say that again, 250,000 gallon pool. That's huge, humongous. So one of the things we're gonna do on this trip is we're gonna drive a couple other RV parks because it's important for you to understand what your competition's doing. Do they have anything unique to their property, like any amenities like a pool or pickleball courts? What is unique about the property? Why are people gonna go to that? Because what we wanna do is we wanna be able to create a unique product. That's the whole thing about this. Like, not only is it a value add, it's going to be a unique product. So even if someone goes out there and they try to replicate what we're doing, it's not going to be easy, right? Because we're going to have that unique touch to it.
Correct.
When we're looking at these parks, I saw a lot of opportunity in the sense of there's no Wi-Fi, there's room for expansion for more sites. We can have the pool open from 3 months upwards to 5 months because we're in a climate that supports that. We can do kayak rentals, golf cart rentals. We need to add another bathhouse, so we'll talk about that today. We're going to potentially either take the 5,000 square foot lodge, which he calls as a lodge. Again, there's so much room for value add. Just with the advertising alone, value add. Sites, value add. Potential additional cabins and tents, value add. Adding the laundry, value add. Adding kayaks, value add. If we do golf carts, value add. We're going to potentially either take the 5,000 square foot lodge, which he calls as a lodge, and we're either going to convert that and do cabins out of it, cabin rentals, like transient housing, and or we can do like, there's behind the lodge, there's like an orchard. You'll see what I'm talking about when we get there. I was thinking about like doing a wedding venue of some sort. And so now that lodge can become a wedding venue and an event space for Eastland. One of the things also we're going to be doing while we're here, while we're doing our due diligence, we're also going to be coming up with our CapEx budget, right? We're looking at about approximately $1 million to spend on this park for expansion. When we go to raise the capital from our LPs, this is the money we're going to be raising, not only for the down payment, but we're going to be raising CapEx. You do not want to have to go back to your LPs and ask for more money. Right here on the dead end.
Yes.
All right, baby. Here we are. Let's go. It's a nice park, bro.
Yes.
All right, let's go. Here's the park, baby.
Proceed to the roof.
We are here. Okay, he's got a little fire pit right there. I like it. It's the lodge area, office.
Sounds good.
Yeah, Sam's here.
Well, you can just walk through and look and open
Yeah.
the door you want, or
I mean, if you just give us a tour.
give you the tour.
Yeah, give us a tour.
Well,
1990 on the, oh, okay.
just so you, I mean, you kind of realize and notice, I'm sure, with the barndominium, we've got, steel structure, and then we've got double walls everywhere.
Did you build this?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, everything is built.
You just built everything.
Anyway,
So this is a big place for just you and your wife.
well, we have a big family. We have
Yeah.
people here all the time.
Okay. Wow, big pantry. Okay, extra fridge. So earlier you didn't finish. You were saying that you think that this would be a good event space because of why?
Well, there's a demand for it in the area, and I think that's
Okay.
what you were kind of curious about.
Right.
There is an event space downtown, and y'all may even want to look at it, but they have some indoor space. So their problem down there, in our opinion, is that they don't have any real outdoor space, any space for kids or whatever. Mm-hmm. So they, for adult type venues with a roof garden on the 8th floor, windows all around, they have those open bar type events up there. And then they've got a covered area down below, but again, it's mostly adult type driven events that they have in that venue.
That's what I like. There's not much, and so I'm thinking like, either chop this up into like 4 little cabins or do like a whole entire event space. And it sounds like to you think the highest and best use would be event space out of this. Yeah. All right. Cool.
There's 2 bedrooms at this end of the house that are, spare bedrooms,
And this is 5,000 square foot.
5,000 square feet.
Wow.
So
Nice solid wood doors.
Yeah.
Cool.
they're all big rooms. They all have big walk-in closets.
This is your room?
No, these are spare bedrooms.
Oh, okay.
This is my son's sleep.
Okay. Is he in the fire department too?
He is.
Okay.
No,
I could see.
my husband is a fireman too.
Oh, cool.
What would you say the I-20 corridor is used for mainly for individuals coming from Fort Worth going west? Where are these campers going, is what I'm saying? These RVs.
They're both directions.
Yeah.
I mean, west, of course, is oil.
Right.
You know, Midland, Odessa.
Right.
And so there, obviously, people go out there for that, but there's, as far as the trucking aspect, I mean, I guess you're asking specifically about.
For camper,
RVs.
RVers. What would you say they're commuting to?
No, I think they're going both directions.
Do you ever get people complaining about noise?
Well, you know, the most people that we have that say anything about the noise are the tent campers.
The tent
Because
campers?
when you go down below, and we will, of course, but
Right.
when you go down there, well, then, if you're down there at night, the traffic don't stop.
Yeah.
And we just had a big group last weekend, stayed for 2 days down there, and, I mean, they just had a great time and just told us how much they liked it and fished and all that stuff, and we liked that feedback. But yeah, from an investment standpoint, it's not your best investment.
Where are they finding you from, since you're not advertising? The tent campers?
Facebook.
Just Facebook?
And well, and Google.
Google?
I mean, if you Google, you know, camping or anything, we're gonna pop up there, RV sites or anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Camp Spot also, I think, puts you out there.
Camp
Camp Spot as well.
Now, that's our booking service, Camp
Yeah.
Spot is.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
And, yeah, if you go to Camp Spot and look for a place to stay, then they get a percentage of
Right.
of that stay.
Use their marketplace,
If
right.
they find our website and then book, then they don't get that
Right,
percentage.
it's only if they use their marketplace to find you, right, gotcha, okay. And this main house is on 2 septic systems, right?
Yeah, the one is the main septic system. We have one that's just the laundry.
Yeah,
We're just keeping the laundry separate, the bleaches and soaps and all that stuff. I
Right.
guess they're not really very friendly to the bacteria.
Right.
Septic systems.
Yeah. And the main one, not for the laundry, for this house, how many gallons is it, do you know?
It's 1,000
It's
gallons.
1,000 gallons,
Yeah.
probably like a 300 drain field, 300 square foot drain field maybe?
I'll show it to you out there, but it's
Yeah.
probably more, it's more than that, actually. It's a big loop.
Wow,
I've got pictures of when it was dug up and all that stuff, but it's a pretty significant drain field.
okay, cool.
This is one of your utility
Closets.
closets. Give you a picture in there.
Alright,
Came out and actually considered everything. So there's several things about this house. Number one, we got foam insulation, which I'll show you. You're familiar with
yeah,
foam, right?
oh yeah,
And then also we got double walls. Most of the windows are facing south, and they're under a porch that extends 10 feet out.
Helps
So
keep
you
it
don't
cool.
get any sun in here. You get the light, but no sun.
right.
Yeah.
I can send it to my AC guy, he'll tell me.
Yes.
Alright. Oh, this is the theater.
Yep.
And you
Nice.
lights on there.
Nice.
See it.
Nice. This is unique. I love it. So I was thinking here too, Sam, I'm like, this is pretty cool, like in the sense of, tapping in, maybe putting an exterior door somewhere and offering this to the campers. That would be really cool amenity to have.
Yep. One of those.
Is that possible, do you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is cool. I love it. This is really cool. All right. I got so many ideas in my head right now. I'm like,
Yes, your head is spinning.
yeah, my head.
You ain't seen nothing but the house.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in the house, I know. You can ask them, man. My mind goes pretty far. In a good way.
Yes.
This is another porch. Wow. Does this equipment come with the sale?
The tractor does.
It does? Okay.
It's very very user-friendly.
I see you have a mixture of Ring and some other type of surveillance system. What?
So we just have, that's the lights, just outdoor lights over there, and this is cameras.
Yeah.
You see the monitor in the office.
Also, but you have a Ring too as well. So you have two different type of systems.
That's mainly for notification, for when somebody comes to the door and we don't have to be in the office.
Yeah.
I was in the office waiting on you guys, so I
Gotcha.
think when you pulled up.
And are you using any type of this type of surveillance around the park?
No, only
No.
around the house right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say is this? Do you recommend this surveillance that you have here?
Well,
To run it out around the park?
is that I got one camera that points towards the road, so everybody that turns off that road, I mean, you could literally read their license plate if you needed to find out who came in or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's one camera in the entry in there. The only camera inside the house is in the entry. My theory is I want a picture of everybody that comes into that office, just in case they make trouble later or something happens. So,
Yeah, I'm just thinking for like the pool, for the negligence, the people who slip, and they try to, I know you do the disclosure, but still.
yep, understand. I mean, certainly you can add them.
Yeah. Okay.
Put them on pole
Pipes.
Yeah, my family has a.
This is not a copper though. Pipe picks.
And this was a few years ago in Montana. We'd driven out to Alaska, and on our way back, we stopped and. Do you want to go to the attic right now and take a look?
Whatever's easiest.
Yeah, I've been through right there, we're in there.
Right here?
I don't think you can go in this really wasn't designed as a bedroom, this was designed as an office / craft room for my wife.
Oh, okay. Wow. You have a walk-up attic. Wow.
This was originally built for a wine cellar.
Okay.
Put shelves in there and one of them ladders that you walk up. And so that's because my wife and I make wine. We haven't made any in a long time because we've been building this park. But anyway, that was originally designed as a wine cellar. The laws in Texas are very friendly to vineyards. And so if you can make wine without any special licenses if you use grapes grown in Texas. You don't even have to have a vineyard. You can have a winery and you can buy local, Texas grapes and make wine. And you can sell and consume it on site without all the special licenses and stuff that people that serve alcohol have to have.
Oh, you can have a party up here.
Those are ready in the attic.
All you have to do is get with a bottle or what do you call it?
Yeah.
I think that's a great
Spray
idea.
foam.
All you need to do is take them to water and tell them to make it into vodka. You don't have to.
No, I'm Polish, I know about
Yeah.
that. You make vodka too?
So all I'm saying is you don't have to put in a
Yeah.
facility here.
Yeah, no, you're
You
right.
can have it bottled by someone else. Yes, sir, go ahead.
I was gonna say you definitely did the steel beams.
Yeah. Anyway, this is, when you put this foam on here, I mean, it can be 110 degrees outside and you're not gonna feel it. If you know, this is closed cell foam, you know anything about it, well, it's like living in a box now. And they tell you don't put any.
Oh, sure.
You gotta land on the sheetrock.
You're gonna land on sheetrock. Yeah, don't step there.
Yeah, they tell you don't need to insulate the ceiling then if you're going to put this, because all you're going to do is create a hot space up here again. That's what you don't want to do is
Oh,
create a
yeah.
hot space. So, and it makes it nice because everything's nice and clean then. And what I would tell you on that attic space, what I wish I would have did and can be done, and then especially if you were going to utilize it for something other than storage, it should have come up so high and then came out. Even for storage, if you had a shelf, you can support it on this. And in other words, move this wall over here another 4 or 6 feet or something. You have to stop before those lights, is what you have to do, but you could expand it on both sides and make that space bigger in there.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going to use it for a bedroom or something like that, or
Gotcha.
playroom.
Okay. Wow, this is one heck of an attic, I can tell you that. Plus, this is not collecting income right now, so we're going to be able to add this into the bottom line. This is going to go toward the bottom line. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a whole entire event space in the area, wedding venue, event space, or I might do multi-use, take that theater, put a door on the, that one room, and then what I'll do is allow the campers and the RV site guys, they'll be able to utilize the theater room, and that'll be an added amenity, and that will also help us stand out and be unique from a RV park perspective. So this is the big master.
This is the big master, go ahead.
Okay. This is where the magic happens.
Yeah.
Huh? Nice, I love it. Nice view.
Building out, shoe shelves and all that stuff. And then, so this, this on concrete, because we didn't carpet it yet. But depending on what you did with the property, you might want to decide to put a little, just a short rack and then a coffee bar and a mini fridge or something like that here if you were going to rent this like a suite.
Right.
Or even if you
I think I can get what, 3? I think I can get like 3 suites out of this probably.
Yep.
About 3.
And you ain't seen the office suite yet.
No, it's not yet.
Now you could, if you keep the office in there, you're good, but there's another suite coming if you want to do that.
My God. Sam, you got me excited. Bathroom here, okay. Everything's so well kept. You guys keep everything very well, nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Even the grounds, like, I haven't even been around the park, but the grounds are very well maintained.
That's me.
Yeah, that's you?
I do the mowing.
Wow.
I do the mowing.
How often are people having fires out here?
Well, we had one last night.
Yeah.
So.
Do like the campers come over and hang out? Or?
So we just really got this built, but yes,
I like that.
we've told them that they can use it, and that I don't think it's we don't have a good way to invite people over except tell them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, right.
But if they know, once they get accustomed to being there, I think they'll be coming over and using it. Especially, it's more occupied on down into the deal. Especially if there are people on those sides right there, they're gonna be more apt to use these, because we have some of these rock pits on some of our RV sides. But these are too close together. We're not really wanting to have fire pits, between them trailers.
Firewood, I think, would be a good also
Yep.
necessity for these campers, and ice and propane.
Yep. We've had a lot of firewood.
I guess he told y'all we're fixing to be another big lot of people.
It's running out, and of course it was always going to run out. It was a limited amount, and then you get down to, okay, there's no more dead wood laying around,
Right.
trees to cut away.
I reached out to American Gas, which they're like a very popular one, because I was thinking about getting one of the big refill propane tanks. I was just trying to see what the logistics are for like permitting and if they, stuff like that, licensing. But they never reached back out. But it would be good to have one somewhere in the area. Well, not around the fire, but out of ice, propane, and firewood. Do you think there's a huge demand for it at your park? Have you had a huge need for it?
Water. I said, where are you getting this?
I think the firewood is probably something that you'd see selling a lot, and I have to say ice. Propane, obviously these people use propane, so they're gonna have to buy it someplace. It's probably more dollars to be turned into propane than the others.
You think more money in the propane?
Yeah, I think there's probably more revenue in the propane.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. Awesome. So this is the camp store.
Yeah, well, that's what we were just discussing, that we don't really have this set up to really exploit it the way it should be. One advantage we had when we built the house, this room was my personal office, and we had this door set up right here, so if I needed a client over, they'd come in that door and not have to go through the house. So then it turned out lending itself well to what we're doing now.
What's your standard operating procedure? When someone comes, they want to check in, are you guys escorting them to the site? Or are you just saying, hey, here's a map, go and find
We
it?
typically escort them because they like it, and we.
Right. It's an extra layer of service, right? I like
If they
that.
come in late, occasionally, we'll just tell them, well, if you'll turn left on the first road and look, find side 36 and land or whatever, we'll see you in the morning. But yeah, if somebody showed up right now, we would typically escort them out to their side.
Good. And most of your sites, are they pull through or are they back in?
I'd have to do the count, but I would say it's about a half and half mix probably.
It's a POS system, right?
Yeah, I can't even tell you, I've got it up on my phone.
Right.
You're using,
Lawyers. So you can run dates, you can do different reports.
Yeah, cool.
You can run your employees on there and your,
so your employees use this to clock in and out?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these are some good data points that if you can send me over any of the reports or anything.
Yeah, I can get you a login into this.
Yeah, okay.
View only or something.
That'll work.
Yeah.
That'll work, yeah.
You can see everything that's happening.
Perfect. Hey Phil, get a picture of me at the sign right here. That's a good thumbnail. Does the park have Wi-Fi at all?
It does.
It does?
Yeah.
Man, you guys have Wi-Fi this whole time? I'm over here getting Wi-Fi quotes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, let me get Wi-Fi quotes.
There's a tower right over there, and there's a receiver, and then there's.
You can stream
Yeah.
in your camper?
Yeah. Yeah, you can buy as big a package, and or you can buy some additional, in other words, you can buy 2 accounts.
What about the pool? Do you get Wi-Fi at the pool?
No.
No.
Okay.
See.
Not saying you can't, but it would
Yeah.
be a little more challenging, because we're gonna lose 50 foot of elevation when we go down there.
Gotcha.
So you'd have to figure out how to get a tower and.
We could put some poles up.
Yeah, I mean, you can get it down there.
I'm curious to see what type of internet you have, if you don't mind, see if you can find out. All right, let's walk the property.
The bathrooms are nice.
Come check me out, bro. This is my bathhouse. Come in here, take a shower.
I'm doing it the other one, man.
Huh? Yeah, but wow. Okay. Bathhouse. Oh no, it's just okay. These are just bathrooms. Gotcha. Oh, I love my property. Come in here, you take a shit, you're good. This is inconvenient.
Oh, yeah.
Very inconvenient.
By the time you built if you built a new structure down there, you're probably going to want the bathrooms, and you're probably going to want showers in them. And then of course the septic system you're probably talking about spending $100,000.
Really? Okay. Okay.
We've got an active armadillo. If you got to try to trap him or something, figuring that stuff. But this is your spray field for the big system up there where he's dumping.
Oh, so that's okay. So that's a dump station?
Yeah.
Now, do you charge them or no?
If he's not staying here, we do.
Oh, gotcha. And so this is the drain field?
It's sprinklers. This is the only aerobic system we have. The rest of them are conventional systems.
Got it. So, okay. So explain to me how the aerobic system works. This guy's dumping and it drains into here.
So it drains into a tank. There's 4 tanks, or there's 3 tanks. 2 of them have dividers. So depending on how you rate the tank,
They're holding
4,000 gallons of capacity over there. You go from the first black tank into a second tank,
right,
and then into the next tank has got a air bubbler that bubbles air, and then the last tank is you actually put bleach, chlorine on it, and that it chlorinates treats the water, and then it stays down on the grass.
So, oh my God, that's crazy. So this is essentially people's shit and piss.
Yeah, but it's all treated, but
Gotcha.
4
Interesting.
sprinklers right here.
And they call this an aerobic system?
Yep.
Here.
There's no lift station here.
Oh, that's not? So that's a,
There's a pump.
yeah, that's your pump. Okay.
So, how you doing? All right, how are you? It comes in here.
Okay.
There's multiple tanks. When it gets to here, this is a double tank. When it gets to here, that's a air compressor deal. It pumps air in there and aerates the water. By the time it gets to here, it's clear water. And then you put bleach, chlorine in that cap right there. You put bleach in here.
How often do you have to do that?
It's not very often. It doesn't use a whole lot, but probably been in there once a month or something, a whole couple of gallons.
So the water comes out there is treated.
Right. Once it comes through this tank, it has an automated system that treats the water with a percentage, and then it's got a pump. Now, you take this lid off, the pump's right under that lid, and it pumps the water and pumps it out there.
And if there's an issue with the pumps, this would turn on the light.
That actually turns on when the pump's going to come on.
Gotcha. Okay.
It goes, it turns on.
Okay. And what's this whole area? Is this just this kind of like a drive around? Or?
It's parking
Oh, this is parking.
for day users in the summer.
Got it.
So
Okay. Yeah, for the pool and day users.
this is for the people who don't want to pay the parking.
Oh, okay. They don't want to pay parking.
They park here for free.
And they have to walk.
Yeah, I'll show you where they walk down right over there. But yeah, and this, if you put RVs over here, what you're going to do is do away with some of this, and you might leave a little bit of overflow parking, but you're going to have this where people park in if you put RVs over here. Probably going to change the business model some.
Where does that go to?
It's on the trail.
Oh, the hiking trail?
Yeah. We'll head back around that.
I like
way,
that.
and we'll end up back over here, so.
Wow. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, I see the river now. You mentioned this being a flood zone. What part of the property is in the flood zone?
I should have brought that map with me. I don't know why I didn't, because it has some actual markers on it too that I'm going to show you down here. I may call Dee here in a minute and see if she can get it off my desk and bring it down here. But water's never going to come up here.
Right.
It's going to be.
How far have you seen the water table come to?
I've seen water over that pool between 4 and 5 feet over the top of that pool.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
So.
Is it just because the river's just not flowing? Or
No, it's not a normal event. I mean, that's not an event that happens every time it rains.
Right.
That's a 12 or 15 year event.
Oh, okay.
Maybe, I mean, they call it a 100-year floodplain or whatever, but I've seen, I've lived here all my life. I've seen 5 or 6 times where we had water, out of its banks in this river.
Right.
So it's going to happen.
I see what you're talking about. The reason why you haven't done a bathroom down here now. Yeah, okay.
Each one of these is 200 amp disconnect. You can get power. You can add a breaker or something there. I mean,
Yeah, there's more.
you want to put a line right there. There's more lights on there and get your power out.
More room. So this is for your house? Your house? Or no?
No,
Okay.
no, this is just for
Oh, these, okay.
20 sites down here. Actually, it's
So you have to come and read these every day?
the power company reads this remotely.
Correct. And then you read these.
We read the meters at each site once a week.
Is there any way to do that remotely?
You can get meters that read remotely, and you can just pick them up. And I think it'll cost you probably $15,000 or $20,000 for meters and set up, and then of course they want a monthly fee because they use their software.
Yeah.
Now you might be able to get meters that report to your computer without having to pay that monthly, but the people that do those, they want that monthly residual.
Right.
So this rack right here serves all these right here. All these are the ones over there on the cliff side. It serves everything down in this area. And then there's one more rack right out there that serves the ones out front there.
Yep, I see it.
So,
ideally, when I'm taking down my acquisitions for RV parks, I like to find properties that are on city water and city sewer. So a portion of this RV park is on what's called an aerobic system. And the way the aerobic system works is when the last tank, which is called the sanitary tank, that's where the bleach is, it sanitizes the water. When that fills up to a certain point, these 3 sprinkler heads, which you probably can't see them that well, I like to call them like golf course sprinkler heads. They actually have a huge stream of water that they actually shoot out. And that system will spit out water through these 3 sprinkler heads. And in these 3 sprinkler heads, what it would do, it will be spitting out the gray water onto the grass. So as that tank fills up, you'll see right here from the lift station where RVs come to actually dump their water out of their campers, which is right here. If you turn around this way, this is actually the dump station for individuals to clear their RVs, and then that will fill up over time, and then the aerobic system will take that water and spew it out to the field there. It's very important for you to understand, as an owner-operator of an RV park, is your property on septic systems, and make sure that you are doing the adequate inspections for the septic systems. I always tell people, septic systems can last a lifetime. It depends on how you're maintaining them. Are you putting the correct bacteria in the septic systems? Are you pumping them? Are you taking care of the systems? Now, I know everybody, when they hear the word septic systems, they want to run the other way. So do I. I'm not a big fan of septic systems, but this RV park is on septic, and what we're doing is we're making sure that the septic systems are in good shape and good standing. Believe it or not, this is a newer park with newer septic systems. So they're all brand new systems. Right here is the dump station for RVs. So what will happen over time is every single RV has a certain amount of capacity they can have for their sewage. And what they'll come is they'll come in, they'll drive their RV right here, and then they'll dump out all the bad water. Where he's standing right here is 4 tanks. They're 1,000 gallons a piece, which is 4,000 gallons. As the water hits this last tank, which is the sanitary tank, this will fill up to a certain point, and then it will go ahead and pump out that way, and it will start shooting out to that field. And what is happening there is you're starting to see the water that is sanitized, it will start shooting out and spewing out to the grass. And so that's the way this aerobic system works. For the rest of the park, and this is just for this middle section of the park that has aerobic system, the rest of the park is actually on a conventional septic system. And conventional septic systems, they last a lifetime. They are always in good shape as long as you make them in good shape, meaning that you're adding the correct bacteria, and depending on usage, you should be pumping them out every 1 to 2 years, depending on usage. So it's important for you to understand how much usage your septic system is having. And what I would always say is consult with a septic tank company. They will come out and inspect your tanks. Don't hire a home inspector to do this type of job. You need to hire a specific company, which is a septic tank company. And what they would do is they'll come out with a pump truck. The pump truck will pump the tanks to a certain level of water. They will be checking to make sure that the drain field is working correctly, the tank is getting water into it correctly, and the tank doesn't have any cracks or punctures in it. If the tank is working adequately, then they will pass the septic system. So just remember, if your park is on septic, you need to call a septic tank company, and they will be able to tell you how big the tank is. Are there any punctures in the tank? Is the tank flowing correctly? And then another way you can also tell if a drain field is working correctly is if there is any saturation in the drain field, meaning you see any pooling of water, you smell any sewage smells. You should never smell sewage smells if you have a septic system. If you smell sewage smells, that means your tank is probably most likely overflowing. So remember, guys, I know septic is very scary for most real estate investors. It's not scary for me because I understand septic systems. So make sure if you have a septic system, you are taking care of it, and you're maintaining it properly. Anytime it needs to be pumped out, which this individual operator that we bought the park off, man, he's kept the systems immaculately and good enough. They're actually all brand new systems. So we are in good shape, and they were actually fully permitted in every single location. So make sure you consult with a septic tank inspector to get further information about septic tanks. See you on this side. All right, guys, we are going to take a little stroll around our new RV park, our newest acquisition. One of my partners, which is Miguel, the underwriter on this deal, partnered up together because we are in collaboration with this exact park. We are going to walk you through exactly what we bought, what it's going to transition to. Are you pretty excited, Miguel?
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah.
So this particular park, it's got so much to offer. And right now the seller is capitalizing on a few things. He's capitalizing on the site rentals, which are right here. He's capitalizing on, and there's 54 of those. He's also capitalizing on the water park, and then he's also capitalizing on parking. So this is one of the parking areas. This particular parking area, let's cut this way. This particular parking area is, how many cars do we can fit here?
Between 40 to 50 cars.
40 to 50 cars, but this is a free section. So the way I tell people about this deal, and the reason why we even consider this deal, is because the upside potential. Talk a little bit about the upside potential of this deal.
Well, first of all, the lodge.
The lodge.
That's one because that's not an income now because
Right.
he lives there.
Okay.
That's a homestead.
5,000 square foot lodge.
Yeah, it has a movie theater for 70 people.
Okay.
Okay, and it's in optimus condition.
Right.
Okay, so that's an upside. We can do several things that we have talked about. Right. So that's first upside.
Right.
Second upside is site expansions.
Okay.
We'll walk through the property, and I think could be around 30 more sites.
30 more sites. So we're going to be at 84 after the site expansions. Perfect.
Exactly. And cabins, because we have some sites there for some cabins. We're going to automate the park.
Okay.
So we can do a little bit more on the pool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's the first draft of the upside that we have. And that's a lot of upside there.
Yeah, perfect. And there's also more upside potentials and stuff like that we're going to do. Like, for instance, we're going to add, 2 to 5 glamping tents. We're going to add some propane, some firewood, some ice. We are going to add a laundry facility, another bathhouse. We want the consumer experience here at our new park here in Texas to be the best as possible. So we're definitely going to be optimizing other things like our consumer and client retention. We want to know what their feedback is, how they like the park, what can we do better. And we're going to look at all the past reviews and make sure that we make modifications accordingly to what people are getting feedback with. Just imagine having like 1, 2, 3, 4 doors here, right? And basically, they're going to face out this way, and they're going to be looking at the whole beautiful tree line.
Yeah.
They're going to still have easy access to the river, the pool, and stuff like that.
Correct.
So
it's away from the highway.
So exactly. So what's cool? So we could consider putting the tents here, and I'm going to show you another section that he recommends we could put the tents as well. This will also be out of the way of any type of flooding or anything like that as well, which is super important. So the cool thing about this, guys, is this property is so unique in the sense of, one, there's no other properties in the area like this. No other comparable properties like this, right? I always tell everybody RV parks have their own story. They're all unique in their own aspect, but there's no other competition like this, right? You got to imagine, even though that we are just west of Eastland, just west of Fort Worth, Texas, in a small town called Eastland, which only has 44,000 people in it. How do me and him have the confidence to invest into a deal like this? It's because we know our demographic, we understand our customer avatar, and we understand the potential of this property. And that's why we're here today to look at the numbers that we've come up together and make sure that we know that those numbers will be realistic, because we're going to over-deliver for our investors.
Correct. Realistic, but on the conservative side.
On the conservative side. So right now, we're walking over into the river area. This property also, again, going back to the uniqueness, it has 2,000 feet of river frontage. So right behind us, you're going to have 1, 2, and 3 tent sites. I don't know if you know that, but these are 3 tent sites as well. Mm-hmm. Behind here is where Sam said we should add we can add cabins in this area, because he said if it ever floods, it stops about right here.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So he's suggesting we do cabins in this area, and we have plenty of space to do cabins, right? We can kind of stagger them, make them look really cool, keep a lot of the bush and the trees, don't have to knock a bunch of stuff down, but doing the cabins in there. Yeah. Or we can do tents there, either or. But what I would think would be really cool is do like 2, 3 tents over there, and then do some cabins over here, vice versa. Obviously, we can mix it up, mix match and stuff like that. This is the pool area. This is 250,000 gallons. Now you guys are probably wondering, oh, why is it brown? What's going on? Listen, he only keeps this open for 3 months out of the year. The remaining time of the year, he actually keeps it just how you see it. It's brown, it's ugly, it's not attractive. But what we're going to do, we're going to take it from 3 months, because he has it from Labor Day to Memorial Day. We're going to take it from 3 months to 4 to 5 months. This pool right behind us is doing how much, Miguel?
Just for the 3 months, $100,000.
$100,000, guys. This pool right here is
Only
brilliant.
for 3 months.
Yes. So what he recommended is, you see where that slide is? So what me and Sam were talking about, he said we should remove that slide, and in the middle of that, where that area is, not where the slide is, but in the middle of that concrete pad, he said put a big steel pole, kind of like that right there, and he said have 3 big slides, like 2 coming off the side and 1 coming down the middle of that. Now we're talking, we can get $15 a day.
Correct.
Right? And what the seller has done and make this property so unique is it's a spring-fed pool. Right? So he has the pump, he has the pool. I don't know if, did you see him turn it on earlier? He turned the pool on.
Oh, no.
Earlier, yeah. So he turned on the spring for the well earlier for us, and that was pretty cool. I got to see that coming out. But it's literally coming out from 15 under the ground. He's got a well, and it comes right out that pipe and pump it into the. And
So we got all the picnic tables.
right, picnic tables, barbecue,
playground.
We have
volleyball court.
right. And one of the things I would love to add, if it's within our CapEx budget, is nice pickleball courts. One of the things I would say, and this is what I was telling you earlier, this place is like so well maintained.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot believe how well maintained this thing is. But he has taken pride in his property here.
Of course.
He's taken
It's
a lot
his
of
baby.
This is his baby. So we're going to come in, we're going to maintain it, we're going to make it better. We're going to make sure that he continues to see pride and joy in his park, because essentially he's going to have a part of this.
Of course.
He's going to have a lien position on this property. So we're going to continue to do all that stuff to optimize it and continue to make it grow and make him happy, and essentially, maybe keep his money in the deal or not. I mean, we'll see. Maybe he'll want to be cashed out and use his money to buy another park with us.
Exactly.
So if you're an investor or you have lazy capital and you really want to work with us on deals like this, let us know. We're always happy to talk shop with you guys, see what we can do for you guys. Again, me and Miguel, we partner together. He's got a separate skill set. I have a separate skill set. And what are we doing? We're collaborating together, and we're buying the parks together. So drop a comment below. Let us know what you think. Do you like this park? Do you not like this park? Do you
Want
like
some more details?
Yeah. Do you want more details? Do you not like RV investing? Let us know what you think. Do you think our expectations of this park are realistic? We want to hear from you guys. Let us know in the comments below if you think we're going to take this thing to the next level. Hey guys, my name is Javier Paredes, and I'm an owner-operator of RV Park, and I'm going to be investing into multiple RV parks. And if you guys are someone maybe who's been attacked by the local Airbnb regulations and you want to start getting into the transient side of RV parks, or maybe you're someone who has lazy capital and you want to invest in these parks and have ownership, reach out to me. I would love to show you guys how you can be part owner in RV park that I'm standing on, or some of the future deals that I'm taking down. Reach out to me at The Real Javier Paredes and DM me the word RV Park.